One,
Very nice.
go!
Well, my name is Lenz. My friends call me Lenz. My real name is Laurenz V. I'm Austrian, 15th generation winemaking in an area west of Vienna, and I'm very happy to be here in Stockholm.
And why are you here? You're presenting your famous wines, and you are only focusing on one grape, and it's not only, it's the best grape in the world, the white wine grape.
Well, maybe it's not the best, but what we think in Grüner is it should belong in the company of the best white wine grapes in the world, because it's such a pleasant companion for nice food with people, and increasingly sommeliers around the world think it is a great wine because it fits almost anything in types of food what you can think of, except for one thing, and that's goulash.
And I'm very interested of this new project, the tasting on thin ice. Can you tell us about it?
Well, what we are doing is pretty unique in the world. Laurenz V makes only Grüner, and we are the only winery in the world to do just Grüner, nothing else, and this will stay for the rest of my life. When my daughter Sophie takes over, we'll see what she does. And so our message is and our mission, I should even say, is to get the grape under people's noses and get and gain recognition from the consumer and our gatekeepers, and that's why every year we invent another tasting series, and this is Tasting on Thin Ice, which we launched 3 weeks ago in Vienna, very successfully. 25 wines from around the world. We take only the best names, wines between 20 and 50 euros a bottle, and we put our Grüners and other Austrian Grüners against it in order to show that this Grüner belongs in the company of the best wines in the world, and the result was absolutely astounding.
And it's a blind tasting.
It is a blind tasting.
Yes.
Yeah, it's blind tasting for sure. It's always between top journalists of the country and top customers, only 12 people, so we can do it with one bottle, and it's really exciting to have a result disclosed afterwards, because Austria definitely can play in the major league. When you look at the results, Grüner is in the top 10.
And you will get this tasting on tour, right?
Yes.
Yes.
It'll be 12 cities in the next 12 months. The next one will be in Berlin next month. In Berlin, then comes London, then comes Japan in January, and then I think in Switzerland is the next plan, and then of course we'll be back to Stockholm and to do a tasting on thin ice here in Stockholm as well.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's very interesting. And could you tell me a little about this harvest this year? This vintage, what do you think about it?
Harvest this year will be very, very late. That's what we can say for sure, because I shouldn't be sitting here. I should be harvesting in normal times. But the harvest will start basically on the quality grapes at the end of this week. So very late at the beginning of October, and will last well into November. Provided that the weather is nice, but the forecast so far is okay. We are extremely late because we had a dreadful spring, which lasted until mid of June. Then we had a delightful summer, and the good news is that two things. First of all, the leaves are still green because we didn't have frost, and we have enough moisture because the rain was always a problem. In former years we always had difficulty having enough rain. So in theory, if we get another 3 to 4 nice weeks, it'll be a very, very good vintage again.
And what do you say about Grüner veltliner wines and aging?
Well, we always try to prove the point that Grüner is a serious grape, and it keeps well. And when you taste the back 7-8 vintages of Charming, then you will see that the freshness is there, the taste is there. It ages at least as well as German Riesling or Chardonnay. And we even show 30-year-old Grüners, which surprise people to the max because they will never ever believe that the wines are that old, but they show the style and reflect the longevity of Grüner.
You mentioned global warming, and you told me before that before the global warming it was quite tough to get the grapes true ripe. But today it is perfect because you get the grapes ripe because it's warmer. But if it continues to get warmer...
Well, if I read the latest statistics coming from America correctly, there has been sort of a pause in global warming for the last couple of years. Statistically at least, so we're very, very happy with what's happening now. It's very stable, and we can produce wines which please the international consumer now a lot easier than 30 years ago, because we get more freshness and we get at the same time more roundness and perfect balance with acidity, which was relatively tough to achieve 30 years ago. So when I was a boy, 8 out of 10 vintages were really tough and only 2 very good ones. Nowadays it's exactly the other way around. We get great stuff in most